Good morning, students. For second MBA, BFS subject, I have discussed already 2 units in the classroom. So now we are going to discuss about the third unit. The concept is behavioral factors that affect the financial market. As you know, this subject means investors' behavior, how it will affect the market of the financial. So here also we are learning the topic. That is, the first one is biases, and second one is framing, and third one is investor profile. So on the first point, biases, the first one is availability. The more availability of the information will leads the investor to have some reliability of that particular company. If it is a less availability of the information about the company, you don't want to have the interest to invest on that company. Means the more availability of the information creates the optimistic view of the investor towards the company. Less availability of the information may create pessimistic view of the investor towards the company. And second one is representativeness. Yes, every company must they have to maintain a representativeness with the company, with the investors. Means what are their plannings, what are their dividends, what are their financial plan, what are their offering, what is their growth. Every day they have to intimate with the investors and stockbroking companies, stock exchange, etc. So while they are maintaining on behalfness of towards the investors, then investor may have some reliability and confidence about their company. And next one is overconfidence. Here, sometimes investor may have a too much confidence about their estimations. So that may leads is overconfidence, and because he is not considering the possibilities and what the actual factors existed in the market, it must be avoid. Uh, Investors is suggested to avoid their overconfidence. They have to consider the reality of the financial market. And next one is anchoring. Sometimes investors they have some view about the market. From that point of view, they would like to see the market, but they don't want to inculcate about the new information availability of the market. So from their point of view, they would like to invest. I invest like this. I would like to invest in this company, and they will also suggesting another investors also from that point of view. That's my call for here as an anchoring. It is better to, I am suggesting this investors, you have to consider the latest information available in the market. And next one, ambiguity aversion. Sometimes investors may familiarity and unfamiliarity, and they will react towards the known and unknown in some point of view. So you have to know about the all the information about the company and the investment and the market, then you can avoid the ambiguity of the future and uncertainty. Automatically you make some good decisions. So the framing here, always investors they are considering loss aversion. Loss aversion means they don't want to face the loss. If it is if they have a chance to face the loss, they would like to go for alternative. How to avoid the loss? At least there is a minimum opportunity of getting the profit. They would like to have that opportunity instead of facing this loss. So that's why company always try to provide a good investment plans to get the loss aversion from the point of view of the investor. Some choice of segregation. Yes, the investor always he would like to segregate all the choices that I have to go for. In this choice, how much of investment that I have to make, how much of return I have to reap from this investment. So that's why an investor always try to maintain some segregation of all his choices. That's from this point of view we can say that the portfolio management. So investing in one investment, it is better to suggest to the investor to invest in a number of stocks. And next, mental accounting. Mental accounting means, first of all, investor must have some mental accounting. Mentally, psychologically, he has to maintain some account in his mind. Account in the mind means, so if I go for investment in like this, I have to get this much of profit. If I have to go for in this investment, I have to face this much of risk. So by the psychological planning, he may get the good investment procedure. And the investor profile means life stage. In what life stage he is in, is in a growth stage or maturity stage or initial stage will also affects his investments. If his personality, his attitude, he is ready to face the competition, he is ready to face the risk, he is ready to if he have some patience to wait the good results from the market, this type of all his personality, his attitude, his character will also affect the financial market. Final source of wealth, from what type of sources that he is getting the funds from his like from any borrowings or from his fixed investment assets or regular his earnings or income. By that he may make some decision regarding the investment of the financial market. So this is about this topic. Thank you.